Hi everyone, Sue Sparkle here. I'm going to pull my chair in a little bit. Okay, now this is a canvas I started a little while ago. I think I put it on my last YouTube video that I did, and it's of 3 cranes, and it's a 50 by 70. It has 30 colours. And the index here is quite good. All the symbols and numbers are coloured to coordinate with the drills. So that's what it looks like. Now, I have already used a paper cutter on this, so I won't peel it right back because it's going to be a little bit hard to put back down. This is one of the cranes here. And so that one's in the water, this one's landing, and there's one up here that is flying. The drills, I'll just lift it up a little bit so you can see that. The drills are really good. I'm having a problem though with them that they're popping up. So that I'll have to see if I can sort out when I'm finished. The amount of rubbish I've got is very small, and I'm over halfway through the canvas. These are the 2 pens I'm using. That is Polar Sparkle from Diamond Art Club. And then this one is also another pen that I've got, and that one is from KC Designs, and they're in Wangaratta in Australia. Also from KC Designs, the chap's name's Cameron, and he makes pen stands. So this is a gold pen stand, and this cost me about $12. His regular colours are 8. It holds 6 pens, and they just fit in at the top there. So that's really, really good. So I will be ordering a few more of these from KC Designs, and I'll also put a link below so that you can see where I got them from. Okay, so I'll just talk a little bit more about the canvas. I intend to, once I've finished, use the magnifying glass to make sure that all the diamonds are in place and not upside down, which sometimes happens. Then I will straighten the rows, and I will then roll the diamonds onto the canvas. So I'll be pushing the roller up and down and across. This is washi tape I've used, and that's just there to prevent your hands or your arms sticking on it. Also, if you're using your tray and you happen to put it down there and you forget about that it's there and it sticks, when you go to lift it up, all the drills go everywhere. So that's something to watch out for. Now, I will be working a little bit while I'm talking to you today on this canvas, but what I'm going to do is turn this around because it is getting a little bit further away from me now. I will get the cover minder. These were just cover minders that I got in a shop, and just put the magnet on the back of them. Alrighty, now we will get started. I have my first colour here. I will put the light box on. I'll take my pen. I'll leave that one there. Okay, I think we're all sorted here. So this one I'm doing at the moment is the letter E, which is 824, and we're going to do a whip and chat at the same time as I'm diamond painting. Now, Whip and Chat is work in progress, and if there's anything you've got at the moment that you're working on, whether it be diamond art, sewing, a book to read, this might be your opportunity now to get it out and give it a bit of go. This canvas is very sticky, very difficult to move the drills if you don't get them in the right spot. I do only do at the moment small sections, sorry, at a time, because I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing on the left hand side. I do have a cataract in my eye which is coming out soon, hopefully, and I can get back to doing a little bit more of the diamond art. This canvas did come from Wish. I can't tell you the price. When we do get the Wish canvases, they are put with a roller wrapped around them. This prevents any damage, but if the roller isn't wide enough, then they do get crushed on the ends. And this one here, right down the middle, now I'm not sure you can see that, but it has got a crease. I did try to iron that out, but it didn't work too successfully, so I'm going to give it another go once I've finished this picture. Wish have a lot of canvases on their site, all different sorts, animals, landscapes. They have some kits that are not full drill and a lot that are full drill. So I have done a few of their canvases, but this one is just being a little bit hard to get these drills to sew down. So we'll see what happens once I have it finished. But they are really good drills and not much rubbish. Okay, now today I'm going to be talking about a job that I had on an orchard. We were picking plums early hours of the morning. When you pick plums, you wear a bag over your shoulders, so the straps are over your shoulders. The bag is actually in front of you. I've worked quite a bit on orchards for a good many years. I picked and packed fruit, so they paid you per bin, and also if you were packing the fruit, per box, whether it be pears, apples, whatever fruit they had on the orchard. And I worked at quite a few orchards. Some I'd work there for a good few weeks, and then I'd drive down to another one. They needed packers or they needed pickers, and I'd go down there and work for them. And on this morning, as I said, it was very cool. The grass, which was reasonably long in the rows of trees, was quite wet, and I started picking some plums. Didn't notice plums that had dropped on the ground because of the long grass, and I slipped. And as I went down, I had about half a bag of plums, I think. As I went down, my ankle went out to one side and I heard a crack. Knew straight away something had happened as soon as I'd heard that crack. And a girl picking fruit next to me, who used to live next door to us in the house at, we both rented a house on the orchard. She got me up, took me back to the house, got my work boot off, and by then my ankle was starting to swell up. Very painful, as you'd imagine. And she said, I'm just going to go off and let management know what's happened, which she did. She came back within a few minutes and took me to the hospital. She had to leave me there because she had young children to pick up later in the day, and she knew we'd be hours if she waited, so she left. I had x-rays in the afternoon. It was fractured. They did not put any pins or do any operation on the ankle, but they did put me in plaster and put me on crutches. So unfortunately I was out of work for a good while. That evening I got home, I had a phone call from my parents, and Mum said, how about Dad brings her up, and they Dad stays overnight, and then he'll leave Mum there for a week, and then she can help me with whatever I needed help with. So they came up late in the afternoon. Mum packed her bag and Dad drove up. When they got there, they just shook their head, and we chatted about it a little bit, and we decided that we would have a barbecue for tea, and then Dad would drive back home. So we settled down to some tea. Dad cooked the barbecue. Now, mind you, the day before, or 2 days before this had happened, I hadn't been working, and I decided to spring clean the house. So I'd cleaned all the curtains and the walls, the windows, just do a big spring clean. So Dad cooked the barbecue, and then we were all sitting at the table, and I said to Dad, oh, I've made some homemade tomato sauce. And Dad said, well, where is it? And I'll get it out. And he got a bottle of it out of the fridge. I'd made 4 bottles, and they were all in the fridge. I hadn't filled them too full. And Dad put it on the table, and he didn't shake the bottle. He just unscrewed the lid, and all of a sudden the tomato sauce just exploded. The glass didn't break, but the tomato sauce came up out of that bottle and hit the curtains, it hit the walls, it was all over us, it was on the ceiling, and Dad was in his fine clothes that he came up in, and he happened to look up, and this big pile of tomato sauce plopped on his face. So it was all over his glasses, all across his face, down his clothes, and we just, the 3 of us just sat there looking at one another. I don't think any words were spoken, and then all of a sudden my mum and I burst out laughing. Dad didn't find it very amusing. He was trying to clean himself up. Obviously we couldn't have the barbecue straight away because Mum and Dad wanted to start cleaning because the tomato sauce, it does stain. So then about half an hour later we ate tea. I don't even think we tried the tomato sauce. It was still sitting on the table, and it was going glug, glug out of the top of the bottle like a volcano, and it was just running down the side and all over the table. Dad said to me, I'm taking the rest of the bottles out of the fridge. So him and Mum took them out of the fridge, took them into the garden, and I never saw those bottles of tomato sauce again. So that was the episode with my broken ankle and also the tomato sauce I'd made. Another time I put some parsley in the microwave. Somebody told me, oh, you can dry herbs in the microwave, and I had quite a few growing in the garden, and we put some in the microwave, and next minute the microwave, there was flames just coming out of the microwave. Flames, smoke, the smoke filled the house. And I had to try and put it out in the microwave, and then I had to open all the doors and windows, but this was a bit later after I'd recovered from my broken ankle, so I was able to do a bit of running around. Anyway, these things happen. You can see the funny side of it after it's happened, but when it happens right on that spot, in that minute, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to do. So that was a bit of an experience. Now I'm going to slip something into my video here, which is just a picture that I'd like to show you all, and I will tell you a bit about it. So we'll do just a short break while I keep diamond painting. Okay, I'm back. Hope you enjoyed the picture. That was taken in Lawn on the Great Ocean Road. The name of the falls are Erskine Falls, and it is a beautiful spot. If ever you come to Australia, or you're in Australia, just go down and have a look at that. Sometimes during the year it does not flow as good as others, obviously, when they don't have rain, but it is a beautiful spot. We walked down to the bottom of the falls to get that video, I hope you enjoyed it. Anyhow, I'm going to talk a little bit more about my work life. As I said in my first video, I had a number of jobs. They all kept me really busy. Also with the children. I did enjoy doing my craft then as well, trying to fit that in. That wasn't the easiest with the little ones, but they sort of hopped in and helped. I also love doing sewing, patchwork, and I've made quite a few baby quilts and a few other wall hangings, that sort of thing. But yeah, a number of jobs I've had. I think my favourite job was probably working in aged care and looking after residents in a nursing home. That was a really interesting job. You'd meet a lot of different people, and they were all, or mostly, they were all very friendly. So what have we all been up to today? We've all been busy. Are we diamond painting? Are we doing our housework? I've just finished my housework, and I've been out in the garden and pulled up a few old tomato plants that have been sitting there for a while, and just had a little bit of a clean up before weekend. Today's Friday here in Melbourne, and again we've got another sunny day, and we are in autumn, so leaves are starting to fall off the trees, but what beautiful last few days we've had. It's just been tremendous. Now, as I said, I started diamond painting probably nearly, it could be just over now, 12 months ago. A friend got me interested, and that same friend has just finished one of the Chuck Pinsons, and she sent me a photograph of that last night, that she'd had a custom frame made for it, and she said when she saw it she nearly cried. It just looked so beautiful in the frame she'd had made. And of course she works also in a nursing home, and finds time to do her diamond painting, so that's lovely. Now that's E finished. I might now do D. So I'll empty these back into the bottle, and D is 3750. So we'll put these back in here. I do use a funnel to empty my drawers back into. Some of them, most of them go in, but some tend to slip out over the side. Excuse my fingers today. I haven't had my nails done, which I'll probably be getting done next week. We do have Mother's Day next week, next Sunday, and I plan going out with the children for lunch. Well, some of the children, all of the children live interstate, so they won't be able to get down. Now D is 3750, and I'll just get that from here. As you see, you can only see the corner of them, but I have got a lot of trays. A lot of my drills are in the bottles, or tic-tac boxes they call them. Excuse me while I just have a quick drink. So anyway, we'll start with this colour now. See what I mean about drills popping off? They just seem to pop up. Not sure whether it is a bit too warm in the house. I do have wood fire going, even though it's a nice day outside. I think it might have been about 5 degrees this morning. So we do have a wood fire that we leave on overnight to keep the dampness out of the house. Now, I'm going to, in a minute, slot in another photo of the beautiful sights on the Great Ocean Road. I hope you enjoy these, and I hope they come out all right. I haven't tried to do this with a YouTube before, so this will be an experiment, and if it does work, we can show you some other pictures. I did go to China 2 years ago now, and we have some beautiful shots of pandas and the sights of China, the Great Wall. My husband went a bit of a way up, and I went up a first flight, which isn't very much, of steps, while he went up a lot further. These steps at the Great Wall are different widths and different heights, so you just have to be careful when you're walking up there. Okay, we're just going to take a pause and I'll show you the next photo.
Hell.
These are crested cockatoos.
Sulfur-crested.
They're sulfur-crested cockatoos, and we're staying at a place called Chappie Lane on the Great Ocean Road in Warren. These cockatoos come up every morning to get a biscuit. As you see there, they keep hold of those biscuits. They don't let them out of their hands because they can touch it. So it's got a good view here today. It is a cold morning and raining heavily all night, and the wind's blown a bit of a gale. So yeah, that's our cockatoos. Very pretty. They're all looking for more biscuits. Can you hand it around? Beautiful. Very pretty. All good? You're using the wood, aren't you? You've had enough. You've had one. This little chap here hasn't. Oh, you're very gentle. Yes, you are. You're very gentle. Would you like one? Okay. That's really good. I haven't got any more. They're all gone. Sorry. They're gone. Nice to see you all this morning. Give me the eye, that one. We want more biscuits. We do. Is that nice? Yeah, you watch, they don't pinch that off you. Oh, good. Alright, can I come in? Okay, we're back. Hopefully you'll give me a comment and tell me what you think of the photos and the video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If not, that's okay too. Comment in the comment box or press that subscribe button and you'll be alerted to any further videos that I do. So as I said, we're doing letter D. I have been using the 3-placer on my diamond art pen. I haven't been done it for very long, and it seems to be working out all right. So I'll keep pursuing with that, and then maybe try a bigger one at another time. Another drink. Okay. All right. My next little story is sorry. After a few years, I was on a dairy farm, and this was a horrible day. It was raining. The yards where our young baby calves was muddy and wet. I had my gumboots on, and it was my job to feed the calves. So I had to go into the yard, and I was hurrying because of the rain. I got into the yard, and the calves, of course, they're very hungry first thing in the morning, and they all come rushing around you. So I was trying to push past them when I clipped my foot on something, which I wasn't sure what it was at that stage. I found out later on that there'd been a silo there, and with the mud and the dirt, it had built up over the base of this concrete. And of course my foot hit the edge of it, and I went down in the mud. And the calves were all around me trying to get their milk. I called out to my husband, and I said to him, I've broken my ankle. And would you believe it? I broke the same ankle. He got me out of that yard. I had mud all over me. The calves were having a fine time walking all over me, and managed to get the gumboot off. Again, swelling, really bad pain, and I thought this time this is going to be an operation. But it didn't, and leg back in plaster, back on crutches. By then I was working out how to use crutches, and I could not work on the dairy farm. I just had to sit in the house and do some craft. So that was another experience I had with breaking bones. My mum and dad used to call me a baby elephant, and I was always tripping up or falling over or doing some silly things. But yeah, that was another experience. But my husband was at home then, and he was able to look after me. So, and apart from that, I think everything's going well. Okay, so we have now finished D. I'll pour these back into the bottle. And we will get the letter X. One thing you do have to watch with putting this funnel in. Occasionally I have not looked when I've gone to pull it out, and there's still been drills in the end of the funnel there, so you just have to give it a bit of a shake, otherwise you have another mess everywhere. The letter X, as you see here, is 413, and that one will be in one of the trays at the back here. I'll just put a few more in. I hope the lighting is good with this video. I haven't got the light box turned up too high. I did try that one yesterday, and it seemed to be reflecting the light from the light box. So, and then also yesterday I hit the tripod, and it really did shake. And also the end of the video where I was trying to switch off the camera, that shook the camera. So I'm going to have to try and buy maybe an on and off cable to attach to my phone, so that I can switch it off closer to me and not have to hold the tripod as well as the camera. It's a bit annoying when you get all the way through your videos and things like that happen, but I suppose it is a learning process. And anyway, that's fine too. We all have to learn different things, don't we? Okay, one more here. And that looks like that's all the, oh no, there's some more here. See, I tend to look for more, and for some reason, I don't know whether everybody does this or it's just me, I miss them. Most times I've already put the drills away. This time I did spot those, and there's another one down there. All right. Now our next letter will be W, and W is 3363, and they will be over here, and it's a green boat. Give that a bit of a shake. I've tried to work out how the girls, this is a bit better this morning, which ways they shake their trays, and then get those drills to all line up so that you can actually do or use your 3-placer or whatever size placer you've got. Sometimes they just don't all line up for me properly, but I think that's practice, and as I say, I've only just started using the 3-placer. I think I will get the hang of it, but I think it's just all a matter of learning, watching other videos, and picking up on what the other YouTubers do. I don't know whether we've got a lot of YouTubers here in Australia. I know that when Diamond Art came out into the cheaper shops, it was selling really fast, especially places like, you know, your shopping centres, that sort of thing. How did I get onto Diamond Art? I'm not sure. I think I might have, because I don't have a friend who has actually bought from Diamond Art, apart from the one girl from work. A lot of people say that they're expensive, but for the quality and the size of the canvases, they are just brilliant. And compared to some other places I have bought canvases from, they just have a much better product. So I have bought quite a few Diamond Arts. I would have liked to have started one for this whip and chat, but because my eye is playing up a little bit, I think it's best if I leave my better canvases and just work on these ones, which I have got quite a few of these from Wish as well. We bought quite a few before I even heard of Diamond Art, or Everyday Deals is another one I bought them from. Also Etsy and AliExpress. AliExpress, I've got a beautiful Christmas one I did last year and hung that up over Christmas. I've got quite a big one of the Titanic,
and that one came from Etsy. Also the Great Wall, that was an Etsy. The Great Wall didn't show up the colours like the picture on the index. It was a lot darker, which was a bit disappointing, but I have let them know that their picture does not correspond with the canvas. All right, well, I think stray drill. I think we've done quite a bit of this morning. And as I said, I hope you're all having a really, really good day. Keep up that diamond painting or crafts, whatever you're doing. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.